Hello and welcome, and I will have to say I haven't done this in such a long time because I haven't got round to doing it and not had an opinion. Well, I've had loads of opinions but not been able to get on with it and to do. Hello Sam. You're not into football, so I just right to next match. But Sam, please, why have you got to ruin my live streams?
After this, I just need to get the perfect discount.
You don't have to go in your room. You don't have to ruin my live streams. I'll just start this and then I'll do my little opinion after someone else has ruined it. Yeah, my opinion is a lot of Man United fans at the moment who had just I'm gonna put the ball through. Okay, I pressed the wrong button. Someone, I've just reminded me someone's been playing FIFA for a while. Anyway, yeah, and he conceded. Yeah. Anyway, the point of this is it's just like obviously Man United lost to Wolves the other day, and people getting the blame that don't deserve to get the blame, and it really doesn't it's not really fair that certain players get blamed for results who don't deserve it. Oh, it's like everybody, all the press and everything, it's all Smalling's fault and that. Where if you really look at it, what the hell was De Gea doing? De Gea did nothing for the goals. Smalling was made the scapegoat because he's once scored the own goal. But Phil Jones was the one that actually made the error. And as for the Ashley Young red card, there's a lot of Man United fans will have a go and blame Ashley Young for getting red carded. But then on the same breath, they defend Paul Pogba for getting the red card against PSG. Now, yeah, things worked out right because we beat PSG. But if we wouldn't have beaten PSG, we would blame Pogba for his stupid red card, knowing that we had injuries. Oh, for God's sake. Could we have blamed Pogba? Really? Because knowing that it was a stupid red card to get was pathetic.
This is also a chance to see what happens with their level of concentration.
Yeah, it was a stupid red card. So to say Ashley Young should have his contract terminated just because he got a red card is ridiculous. If this doesn't change, we are forever. We're no better than Arsenal if this doesn't change. Because we're just a banter club. We are just a club that slag off our own players, slag off our manager. I don't think that things need to slowly improve. I mean, I've not been a fan of Man United for massive amount of years, but I supported them just before they won the league, and knew the time before where they were struggling, where they couldn't win, where Ferguson was pretty much one game away from being sacked, and that patience that the board had at that time, and not the fans, and then the fans fucking wanted Fergie gone. They could pretend that they love Alex Ferguson, but they were no better than what they are now. It's that expectancy and that thinking you have a God-given right to win just because your name's Man United. You've got to earn it. Yeah, there are players at that club that don't deserve to be there. People got to remember when they would have criticised Smalling, Jones, Valencia. I mean, the fucking stuff about Valencia is a joke. It really is. That was bad. Yeah, it's really bad when it comes to Valencia. The guy, a couple of years back, the guy's been touted as one of the best right backs in the world by Man United fans. But time and the fact that he's not a right back has caught up with him. He's given everything to Man United. He's won Man United titles, yeah. It was never going to be the fucking answer to replacing Ronaldo. No one was. Thank you. Yeah, it was never the answer to replacing Ronaldo. But to slag the bloke off for it is unbelievable. Who the hell in the world? You've got two of the best players in the world. Lukaku scored a goal here. You've got two of the best players in the world in Messi and Ronaldo. And no one can argue that. That's not even an arguably question. But they continuously question, oh, he made a mistake, he shouldn't have bought him, but he was good enough when he was younger. He was good enough when he was fully fit. That's what I mean with people. People were happy when he was fully fucking fit and he was playing down the right and he was playing well right back. And you know, maybe he has finished, but maybe now he's not. Maybe the biggest problem at Man United at the moment is the fact that Valencia isn't fit and we need him. I really don't understand people. I don't understand Man United fans. I really don't get it. I don't. But I suppose because I've never gone through it. Most of them are fucking little newbies who criticise Man City fans for only being Man City fans because they got a lot of money. But they're only Man United fans because Man United was successful. I supported Man United because I loved the way they played football. It was never about winning. Winning, obviously, a bonus. It's a fucking amazing bonus, winning. But it's never the be and end all of it with Man United. As long as Man United, I loved watching Man United play, and probably if I would have been into football a lot later, I might have ended up supporting Arsenal. Because Arsenal played some great football. Arsenal and Man United were the two most attractive teams in the league. Not anymore. But you have to accept that. You have to accept that you've gone downhill a little bit. You have to be ready for the fact that you're not always going to win. There's no way you're going to get from Ferguson to any fucking manager that's going to do any better than what Ferguson did for you. But when the guy was an absolute fucking genius, the way that he rebuilt team after team after team. But that's not good enough because you've got too many new fans. You've got too many fans who came along because Man United was successful, and they try and slag off Man City or Chelsea fans for only being fans because yeah, because of the
determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Yeah, they tried to slag off. Man United fans who try and slag off Chelsea or Man City fans are hypocrites, because most of them that slagged it off, they're doing it because they know the fact that they're the fucking same. They're only fans of Man United or because of Alex Ferguson. try people that have been supporting Man United for 30 or 40 years, because then you get a true grasp of what you're really. Yeah, you get a full definition of what it really truly means to be a fan. To actually support the team for 30, 40 years, and to have seen that bit before Fergie started, everything clicked, and we couldn't win anything. It took a league, it took a freaking FA Cup, a Cup Winners' Cup, it took League Cup, then it took the league to actually be successful for Man United. But these fans seem to think that we were always fucking winning everything, and that they are a fucking joke. I mean, getting rid of Ashley Young, let's get rid of Ashley Young, yeah. Let's get rid of Valencia Ashley Young and put a 19-year-old who recently been playing a lot of games excuse me, at right wing. Let's see how that's going to make a difference. How that really is truly going to change anything in the fucking grand scale of things.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defence. Good strike. Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
I just don't understand what people are like. Why people have to go with this whole. This whole mentality that you're it's like with Pogba or what's his face why do we have to slag off everybody? Why can you criticise? Let's criticise one player for getting a red card, but then let's ignore the other fucking toss pot who could have cost us a European European tie, because he got booked stupidly.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yield a winner. Striding forward, facing
But that's the thing, it's like,
has delivered a really costly miss.
stop criticising players for getting red cards. Yeah, we'll terminate contracts. I tell you what, let's spend all the money that's supposed to be for new players on terminating Sanchez's contract. Yeah, Sanchez has been a big disappointment, but who would have known that? Any Man United fan that fucking said that they knew that he was going to be a fucking disappointment is a lying little son bitch. Because everybody expected him to work. Nobody expected it not to work. Oh my god. Yeah, no one expected Sanchez to be such a bigger flop. And he has caused problems. But do they honestly think, these Man United fans, that players like De Gea with that fucking little twat of a fucking... that twat of a agent of his, the one that basically Real Madrid played fucking stupid games with us and we got blamed for it. Yeah, he played stupid games with us, that agent. Real Madrid fucked us about, and we've not done any deals with him apart from getting De Gea and De Gea is obviously still in his charge, and getting that. I mean, I don't want to do any deals with him or Remiola, whatever the fuck their names are, because they're both a bunch of fucking wankers. They are both useless fuckwits who do not deserve a time of day working with any of their people. Because look at the guy who's working with Lukaku. Left him. Lukaku quit being his client. We got rid of Mkhitaryan because he was lazy. And it just annoys the hell out of me that Man United fans are so stuck up on this whole fucking past shit because they know best. Yeah, I bet you £10 if I fucking speak to any one of these personally, they've not been a fan of Man United for long enough to fucking know what struggling to win a league was all about. What actually appreciating a league wasn't really about. No, they've all been brought up in a time where Man United, even at a shite level, even the worst Man United team in all time, struggled. And they won the title. I mean, that last Man United, I mean, people blame, since Alex Ferguson left, let's have a look who Man United have sold. Rio Ferdinand was finished. Vidic retired. Paul Scholes retired. Ryan Giggs has retired. Those players alone could have freaking played, even if they were 50, could have played to win stuff and knew what it was like to win. They had the hunger because they'd already won so much. But yet these Man United fans at the current don't seem to understand. They want to get rid of every single player that they're blurting out. They want to get rid of. Most of them are the only ones that have won something for Man United. And yet I don't agree that the future of Man United is Phil Jones, Chris Smalling, Ashley Young, Antonio Valencia. But it's a joke. I mean, Alex Ferguson said himself, Lingard won't make it the first team until he's 26. He's now 27. He's making it. The last couple of years, he's made a major influence in the team. And there's people are slagging him off. Look at Lingard pre-injury compared to Lingard post-injury. Lingard has not come back from injury properly. He's not 100% fit. Same with Matic. Matic has been thrown straight back in there and he's not 100%. We do need another holding midfielder to either play instead of Matic or to play as cover for Matic, because Matic he's played so many games. The guy came back from Man United fans slagged the guy off. But you've got to remember, at the beginning of the season, he had an injury, he had an operation. He came back early from his operation just to fucking play in the first team. So give the guy a bit of respect. Have some kind of utmost tinsy bit of respect for a bloke who has actually came back from an injury twice early to play for the club. Because he wants to win for the club. That is nothing much more than what you can ask for from a player. You might not be your cup of tea. And yet, I don't think Matic is obviously at age of 30 odd. He's not but Man United fans are hypocrites. They criticise the fact that Herrera's not been given a new contract. Herrera's not been given a new contract because Herrera held the club to blackmail. He blackmailed the club into getting a new contract. The club would not give him 200 grand a week wages. They've made that mistake already. They've made a complete and utter fuck up since Fergie left and given mediocre players 150 grand a week wages. Players like Rojo who I like. I think Rojo's a good player, but who cannot stay fit. They've given them fucking multi-million, 100 grand a week wages, and they're stuck because they've given them it. They made that fuck up, that huge mistake in giving these players contracts because they thought that was the right thing to do, and they fucked it up. I don't want to do that with Herrera. Because Herrera is being unreasonable. There is no way in hell. I mean, I'm going to come across as a hypocrite constantly. Herrera is not worth 200 grand a week wages. He is an average squad player. If you want to win a Premier League title or win a Champions League, Herrera sits on your bench and comes on to help you when the other team are tired. He is not a great defensive midfielder. He's not a great attacking midfielder. He's got great tenacity. That's it. He is a fucking brilliant player. He can battle at the best of them. He can man-mark anybody out of the game. But he is not a first-team starter against Brighton, against Huddersfield, against Palace, against the teams like that, because he doesn't offer us anything against those teams that have got no class. And I don't mean no disrespect to Palace or any of those teams mentioned. They've got good squads, but they don't have the same class. Herrera is a player that can play against Chelsea and mark Hazard. He can play against Man City and try and mark De Bruyne. Liverpool, shove the fucker on. I mean, and that's getting me to another thing with Ashley Young. Ashley Young, every time Man United play Liverpool, keeps Mo Salah in his pocket. Luke Shaw kept Mo Salah in his pocket. Ashley Young against Liverpool last game, because he played right back, kept Mane in his pocket. So these Man United fans who want to go, let's put the lot in there who can't fucking man-to-man mark. Let's shove the lot who's a great attacking fullback but still has a lot to learn. We want youngsters in. You want Sanchez. Right, so let's put, not Sanchez, Sancho. Let's put Sancho in that right hand side of midfield, which is a fucking great call. To be honest, he's a great player. But most Man United fans want Chong playing. Is a 19-year-old Chong going to be able to play ahead of an 18-year-old Sancho? Do your maths. Because if Chong can fight and get first team football against Sancho, then that, to be honest, and get first team football, why waste £100 million on a player? Anyway, that's my little rant, because I'm getting sick and tired of Man United fans who are fucking thick as shit and are so over entitled that they just don't have a clue. I ranted too much and lost concentration in my game, but that'll do anyway for a game. And thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll try and get back to you on a more positive note. You never know, we've got Barcelona next.